Hey Andrew, how are you? I have a Katarina with me today.
I beat it temporarily, but yes.
I know, she's about to leave us. You hear that, chat?
Uh, I know. Tragic, isn't it?
It's the worst. And now that I have a new schedule, every day is a good day. Now we have some things to do. First thing is first. Summoner's level 60 now. Oh, I know this particular dungeon. I've walked into this particular dungeon. Right?
Well then.
I should have known. I know. I have a gift for it, really. I know, I can barely see.
I've been blinded. Blinded.
Truly the way to defeat the Warrior of Light. Blind them.
Right.
Through rain or snow or dark of night.
Yeah.
Convert that to freedom fractions for me, will you? I haven't learned.
Working on it.
Oh yeah, no, comfy.
Yeah, we had that the other day, and then it's cooled down since then.
Yeah, now it's about 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Below that.
I don't think it's quite that cold.
Maybe like 10.
14 C. It's 58 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
It's 14 C.
Hey, Rain.
Hi, Rain. How are we today? Here it is. You're watching the inner music. We'll be right back.
Whoops. For now? Oh no. Am I being abandoned on all fronts? Yay! That is rare, Rain. What's happened? Andrew, you will not see this new content in a long time. As we are still a few expansions away from the current one.
That moment when you're getting ready to go out and you realize that the only shirts that are clean are work shirts.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Oh, you learn a lot about the world through the side quests. They don't tell you when they miss you. It's nice.
This is actually one of the things I like about 14.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Like, there are lots of games that are just like, you know, oh, we have the main quest. That's all that matters, and then they don't bother doing anything with the side quests. Not really.
But it's
But
super
14
important to the lore that I kill these 10 rats.
Right? Exactly. But the side quests in 14 all like really flesh out the world.
They would be in my fantasy world. But that's just me. Listen. Listen. Yes, we have finally advanced the MSQ enough for Giat to have something for us to do. I still can't decide if I like Giat or Giat better. Giat sounds better, but I think Giat's proper. Yeah, it's never like spoken in like a dialogue scene, so I'm not sure.
I think it's Giat, just because I think it's funny that way.
Again, hard to tell. Because in the Japanese language, GI is always Gi.
Yeah, which would be Giat.
But I don't know if that's what they're going for. Although I would imagine so, just because the Lalafell are designed by the Japanese team.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
That explains.
At least with the base races. Each, like, main country that they do, so France, Germany, US, you know, all the ones who did localizations, also came up with at least the base races. And the Japan team got Lalafells.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the various localization teams. I believe the French worked on the Ellison, and I think the Germans worked on the Rogaden.
That makes
Or
sense to
Rugaden.
me.
I might be wrong about the Rogaden though. But I'm pretty sure the French made the Ellison. I mean, kinda, yeah. The unpronounceable surnames.
Yeah.
Hmm. And to be fair, in Encyclopedia Eorzea, they do tell you how those names are constructed. There's actually a method to that madness.
Oh yeah, there's full lore. Alright, y'all. I'm out. Have a wonderful evening.
Have a good time at Battletech.
Yes, I will roll all the dice. Blow up all the mechs. Have all the fun. Wow, Rain. Wow.
It wasn't me this time. I'll have you know.
Right? I know. Anyway, good night, everyone. Catch y'all later.
Wow, accused Katerina of abandoning me and then immediately left afterwards. I see how it is. Right. Multitask. Look at him doing the bare minimum. If I keep poking at him, do you think it'll work? Right? Trying to say that me doing actually important story questing is nothing. How rude. Nah, you told me I wasn't doing anything. How is this minor story, Rain? This is literally required to finish the MSQ. What do you mean? This is a ridiculous quest. I just want you to know. Yes, Rain. That's what I was saying. Hear this bullshit? Our ale swigger's a girl. It will be. And she's totally fine with it. She's just like, whatever, let's go. Back to Crystarium and the good ale. Mm-hmm. Giyot's amazing. Okay. Now we have story things to do. I've upset everyone. Dude just wandered off.
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that. They've not lost the will to fight. I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky. Knowing what it means to everyone. And that you're responsible.
This is another time where what we're not allowed to say is what matters more. You're not allowed to say that it's okay or anything like that. Just, nah, it sucks.
Aye. An all too familiar one. Here you stand alone, expecting no one else to bear the burden for you. You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet. I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest. There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen. That we'd made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it? So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burned so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive. Well, come on then. As I thought, what happened between us was no coincidence. My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours. I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish. For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
Oh, I was worried you were up here all alone, brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie. Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours. My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you? Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it, cut ties with the mortal world, hide away in the castle. It won't fix the problem, but would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Il Meg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them. What? Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower? My dear beloved sapling, you are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment, at this time, in this place. Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow. See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue. You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. But what will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
Oh, I love that scene. It's so good on two fronts. Obviously, the scene with Ardbird's always really cool because it's really just him affirming that he has had his character arc. Because before he was like, oh, it's not worth it and everything is hopeless, and now he's the one actually picking you up. But honestly, my favorite part of it is the interaction with Fayoul. Giving your character both an option to run, your character going, nah, I'm gonna face it, and then going, alright, then I'm gonna help you out. And they help you out in a way that only they could. Ah, I love it. Like, that's a really good scene. I've always loved that scene. I mean, his name is Graha. I could tell you his name. I've always wondered how long Lena's been captain of the guard. Because, like, Vieira live a really long time. And they never really go into it. Like they kind of like hint that they've known each other a long time. But, like, not how long. How many centuries is that? Oh, I like this scene too. It's so good. They put all their really good scenes at the end of the expansion. I guess to kind of solidify in the mind that, oh, this is good. But that's one of the few times our character's just like, no, I'm not gonna tell you that.
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter. Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
A moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee. Thy true name is Grahatia, then. By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star. Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Please exposition at me.
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes, and thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope, we are finished. Mankind is finished." Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th Umbral Calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only woman who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. That thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous. Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was her. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread. Where others would stumble and fall, she would rise above. Where others would break and run, she would carry on. The warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration, in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were her deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the Warrior of Light herself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. She was the lodestar that brought them all together, to send their final message back through time and space to her. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die. Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity and make of it a portent, a prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the Rift.
Is this truly thy wish?
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would, and I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course. I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
I don't know if letting himself die would be considered a happy end, not gonna lie.
Careful now. If you lose control again, the Light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do?
Welcome back, Andrew. What a fun answer I could give. I know. So, for ice, I did the third one. Yeah. But I think Yuna would pick the second. Yeah. She wouldn't do hunt down. Like she does like in her story say, I've come to stop you, but she's not really the hunt down and murder kind of person. We'll do 2, since I know what 3 is.
Then we should be on our way. Dacian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
Yeah, look at Ardbert coming with us. Ardbert's a good character. Need some directions. Yeah, it's more we've inspired him. Poor Lena's like, I don't know if that's a good idea, but okay. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I know. That cutscene just messed up your whole... Come on, guys. You gotta get the armor road to go down into the ocean. Don't hit your head on the counter, hun.
Ah, we have found thee. Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste.
I got ratted out by Lena, didn't I?
Ah. By thy looks, I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Urianger has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
Stola gave him an earful, didn't she?
I offer no excuses. When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare. Yet it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not? If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
So, people tend to say that a lot about Urianger, because he does play double agent previously. However, the first one went off pretty much as intended, kind of without a hitch. There were very few negative consequences to what he did. This time it caused problems. Because obviously now I'm at risk of becoming the most terrifying and powerful Light Warden this shard has ever seen. No one would be able to prevent light from spreading and the rejoining from happening if this character goes full Light Warden. So the reason why this is handled differently than the first time, which is, of course, I'm irritated that you lied to me, but it's fine, to, no, you can choose to be like, yo, that was shitty. I did the bottom one. In my playthrough. I don't know which one she would do, though. Yeah, like it'd be one or two. But I don't know which one she would do. I'm gonna go with 2. Let's see what happens.
I understand the precarious nature of thy condition. Nonetheless, it is my wish to remain at thy side for as long as I am able.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea.
It's not ringing. It's okay.
Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianger. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again. Please, you must stay here, at least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Alize, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
Of course I know! I know only too well! But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple. We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed. I am not about to stand in her way now. Not after failing her in her hour of need. No. The least we can do is...
We will go with you as well. There is naught to be gained by standing still.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
Are we all in agreement then?
Is there aught we can do to help?
Lena absolutely read us
Though we may not
out.
know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight. And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
Oh no, they've all been told too.
You told them?
No. Well, not in so many words.
Yes, you did. Don't lie to me.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put 2 and 2 together.
Listen.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions.
Oh my goodness.
Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive. and I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, 'twas clear it was no ordinary visitor. That spring in his step spoke volumes. I could feel his excitement.
This is the most encourageable town I've ever seen. I love them for it.
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
It's never happening, Ryan.
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O warrior of darkness?
Listen here, you little shit. This one. We'll get Razat Han housing before we get Crystarium housing. Oh, I've done option 3. Why? Because at the time I didn't know what was going to happen. And so it could have been that, you know, just by our existence, they could have been attacked by Sin Eaters while I was gone. I mean, sure. But I didn't know the story at the time. And honestly, so I want to talk about, like, that scene a little bit, and not in terms of most of it, just Alize. Because Alize, that's kind of her characterization for the rest of the story, that the way that she just talked just there, she gets very upset. Most of the time that we do something particularly dangerous from now on. And also tends to get kind of snippy whenever anybody kind of just assumes that we can do a thing. And the reason why that most people kind of forget as you go, she did watch us nearly die in front of her eyes. And this is someone that saved her life, has saved Alphina's life, has like we're probably the most important person to the twins. Probably, like, not including their actual parents. And even then, I think more than one of their parents, probably. And then we don't know how long the Warrior of Light is out. We know that they've been asleep for a while. We know that it took a little bit. Yeah, and she already blames herself for every loss. She already feels responsible for the people that she cares about. That's her default characterization anyway. But again, we also don't know how long the Warrior of Light has been stuck in bed. Because they make it clear that no. Reen healed us, we've been out, and they've been looking for any cure, anything, in a desperate scramble to try and get us cured. And they found literally nothing. Can you imagine how frustrating that would be to know that one of your most important people in the world is about to die? Or worse, become a monster and kill everyone else? And because of her default characterization on top of that, anytime our character does something that could get us killed, or does something without the Scions, or is generally reckless without really consulting anybody, which is what our character, like, that's one of our character's character flaws. is we automatically go, oh yeah, I can do that, and then we just go. We don't even tell anybody. And that flaw actually shows up here. Like, we didn't go get the scions. We didn't do anything. We're just like, oh yeah, let's go. We're gonna do this by ourselves. And didn't even try to go, yeah, no, actually as well, it's great. But our character doesn't even try to go find the scions. They're just like, nope, we're going. Give me an Amuro to the bottom of the ocean. Right? And so yeah, she starts to get frustrated with us for doing that because it's clear that it gets us nearly killed every time. You're right. And we have this perspective because it's us. But you have to think of her perspective too. That is a character flaw. That is not a feature. That's a bug. That's a character flaw that the Warrior of Light has. It's part of their personality. It's one of those things that I can't change about them as the player. And it gets them into trouble literally every time. Literally every time. And so Alize begins to get frustrated at our character flaw, and we're not growing from it. Because what got us into this situation was us going, oh yeah, I could totally take on the light from the Light Wardens and be fine. And then we nearly die. And then we're like, oh, we could potentially save everyone by going to the bottom of the ocean? All right, let's go. Without any help at all. In a weakened state. Like, our character did not learn anything from that experience. They just did it again. Immediately. It's wild. Oh, I'm glad that all the volunteers have been returned back to their original positions. Hi, Alize. Oh, see? She even warns you, I will not be okay if you do this again. I'm still mad that you tried to do it the first time. She's so mad at you. Listen. Oh yeah, no. Again, our character does not learn from this experience. Our character does not have a character arc. Oh, she's so pissed every time you do it. She gets so mad because, again, she's told you not to. She's literally told you not to, and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna do it next time. Like, how frustrating would this person be as like a friend of yours? Don't do the stupid thing. Okay, I won't. 5 minutes later. Yeah, I'll make sure that you won't figure it out until it's too late next time. Like, listen, Urianger, don't question my plan. It was a great plan. I had zero plan. See what I deal with, Andrew? All the time. Sometimes you just need to smack Rain upside the head and tell him he's being stupid. I was given a this is the point of no return. Don't worry, we actually have plenty of time. Gifts. Listen. Maybe I should get a sandwich at some point. Oh, I am to deliver a sandwich to him. He gave me one. You okay over there? Well, I mean, I'm a healer, but I'm not that kind of healer. You make me anxious, so I kind of understand. Feel bad for his wife. Yes, he will at least be a very doting father. Where'd he go? I've lost him. Where'd he go? Bruh. Oh, is it in here? It's in here. You would be. My guy. You're a problem. Oh, I didn't see him. Yeah, I deserve that. Literally saw the quest marker as I was falling. Yes, I know. It's a lot. I'm glad that you're trying to, like, I don't know, increase my PR and all, but, like, calm down, dude. Okay. Now I jump. Perfect. Thank you for the gifts. Oh man, what a reversal. The drink mage has been given a gift of drinks. Hello. Just getting food and armor and... What do you want me to do about it? I'm streaming. Oh, then you probably deserve it. Oh, then yeah, you probably deserve it. I like that my answer doesn't change depending on who's bullying him. I bring you sandwich. I've yet to see it rain, and I've known you a long time. I would be flabbergasted, truly just floored to hear that in fact you hadn't started it somehow. You like to pick on so many people. And just like, nope. There you are. Me? Ooh, grimace, vinegar, yikes. I do like that I can get my revenge nearly immediately. Hey you, person who made me drink the gross thing. Here. Nah, can't talk way out of this one. Drink it. Okay, I've re-cleaned the map. It's like sweeping your floor. Oh yeah. We're about to go to the very last zone of Shadowbringers. Wow. Abandoned. Where did all these come from? Right? Yeah, I just made him feel like I was a murderer. Oh, it's bait. Cute. Yes, literally dropped everything and ran. Oh no, people will steal from other human beings regardless of the state of the world, I promise you. It's not the default, but there's always like one or two. Yeah. Bro, go home. Oh, yes, there is one. You want me to go get it? Are you gonna make me go get it? Let me do the quest first. Oh man. Oh man. She would have my head. Where'd it go? Y'all would all hear about it on stream. There. Oh yeah, no. Good vistas. Have I? That's not quite what he said, but you know, I'll let you believe what you want to believe. Right? So I'm not going to do that. Urianger can't swim. Him and Alphino can't swim. This is why he hasn't talked. I mean, sure, but you don't gotta have the gift of breathing underwater to swim. But yes, the reason why he hasn't talked to this Fae is because he can't swim. Where's your sister? Where'd you leave your sister? There you are.
Wir Sach, Bilan Bismail.
Hey, Pretty Beard. And thank you for the resubscription for 30 months. Long time.
Fallen si lor wislan. Ada si alinal.
Van urs atslir, Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fae to know that didn't go well.
Gonna invoke the king's name.
Oh, my snake yak! You've learned to call me at last! And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can. Gers Bismael win picked. Van Dromi Drom Jacob. Van Read Rithje. Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. He's only got manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight. May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
And just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows? Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, but the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
What the? Do you see that?
What a monster! Where did it even come from? Whoa there! It's not stopping. Run! Run!
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare. In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being. You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
I mean, technically, yes. look at this. Them actually giving the option to me more. It's a really good little just like shift. Now they're using my condition as like the reasoning, but they're finally moving away like on a writing end. Like from the writing team, they're moving away from our character just kind of going, yeah, I'll do things that you tell me to do, and more, hey, we're gonna give you options. What would you like to do? How would you like to respond? Lovely. Oh. I've been flunked. right? Look at all of them just going, okay, but be careful, don't strain yourself. And it's just like, I'm not enfeebled, guys. I guess I am, in a way. And that's a lot of side quests that just popped up out of nowhere, so I'm gonna call it here and come back to this another time. Right, I might become the most deadly thing around.